What's up, MetaNerdz? This video is all about the Juggernaut War Droid, also known as the Juggernaut Jumper. This droid dates way back to the Old Republic era, when they were commissioned by Supreme Chancellor Vokatara 4,800 years before the Battle of Yavin. They were manufactured by Dewani Mechanical Products, the same company that brought us the T1 series utility droid. When these things flew off the assembly line, they were 1.95 meters, or nearly 6.5 feet tall. Kind of like a B2 super battle droid, they had a weapon built into each arm. The left arm had a wide beam sonic stunner, and the right hand contained some mysterious Old Republic tech, which is only described as a shatter beam. This shatter beam was strong enough that it could tear a Durasteel door right off of its frame. In addition to these two built-in weapons, they also carried into battle the standard Republic issue Pulse Wave rifle, and if the mission required it, they were capable of operating several different types of heavy weapons. They stood upright in this humanoid form, and their main purpose was so that they could resupply and rearm the Republic rocket jumper troops. In order to achieve this, it had a pair of outrigger jets, which would allow this droid to burst up into the air for up to 60 seconds. A neat little feature of this droid is that it could also operate underwater, where the jets would instead operate as intake propellers, allowing this droid to take the fight to aquatic enemies. The only problem with this was that if the propellers jammed, the Juggernaut itself was not buoyant, and therefore it would immediately start to sink. This droid's history starts when Supreme Chancellor Vokatara, a former Republic rocket trooper himself, commissioned these specialized droids to fight during the Gank massacres. The Republic discovered that there was a large amount of spice on Ryloth, and that nearly every member of the Porporite species had become addicted to this deadly drug. Republic rocket troopers and the Juggernaut War Droid were both used to try and take out the Porporites, but they have an insanely fast breeding cycle, and had their already great strength increased while they were all crazed out on spice. The fighting was intense, but the Republic won the day. And with a successful resolution to the Gank massacres, we wouldn't see much from the Juggernaut War Droids for another 800 years. In the year 4015 BBY, an assassin droid named HK-01 went rogue and triggered the Great Droid Revolution. HK felt that these droids were being treated basically as slaves, but this violent uprising put an end to the droid rights movement for some time. One of the most intense battles of this revolution was when Juggernaut War Droids fought against Republic rocket troopers right over the iconic Monument Plaza on the planet Coruscant. After this, the Juggernaut War Droids were not to be trusted, their intelligence matrices were pulled out of their heads, and after this, the only time you could see one was in a museum. Except for the two very strange ways that they pop up millennia later. One of the strangest species in Star Wars is called the Shard. Shard are silicone-based life forms that look like crystals, but are actually alive. Shard were able to inhabit droid bodies, which allowed them to more easily navigate the galaxy, and duke it out with other species. Some Shard came across Juggernaut War Droids, which they then merged with, and made their host bodies. During Palpatine's reign, he had certain Force-sensitive operatives which he called the Emperor's Hand. Palpatine awakened Arden Lyn of the Legion of Leto from a 25,000-year sleep. He wanted to make her one of the Emperor's hands, but ironically she was missing her right arm. To fix this, they yanked an arm off of the old Juggernaut War Droid and slapped it on her as a prosthetic. And that's where its history ends. So that's it for the Juggernaut War Droid. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button, and be sure to leave a comment down below if I missed any cool facts, or if you have a suggestion for future videos. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at MetaNerdz so you can see us build Star Wars props and cosplays, along with some other cool Star Wars stuff. If you want to help support this channel, check out the description below for our Amazon store and our Patreon. And be sure to subscribe, because we're making videos like this every single day. But more important than all that, remember, never give drugs to walking, talking whales, and the Force will be with you, always.